Welcome to Mystical's Intuitive Tarot and Oracle. Today we're going to find out what our beautiful universe and spirit has for us. Please and thank you to your spirit universe. I'm drawn to pull from the Moonology Oracle. Let's see what our opening cards are to guide us for the theme of today's reading. Please and thank you to spirit universe. Please and thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Whatever you've been thinking about, it's not set in stone yet. So if you're catastrophizing, please don't, okay? So if you want to apply the law of attraction, we only think about what we want to attract. We only want to think about what we want to prime our brains to receive. So whatever we intend to receive, we are going to receive according to the law of attraction. So nothing is yet set in stone. So it's a bit of a good news. So you don't have to think that, oh, such and such has already happened and all these things are already in place and it's likely that such and such result is going to eventuate. Not really, because nothing is yet set in stone. And here we have a bit of an advice. Balance spirituality with practicality. So it's more of, yes, it's more of not taking what we see as proof or evidence. So instead of seeing reality as, okay, this is how it looks like and this is how it seems like things are going to logically go down that path, if that makes sense, we have to balance spirituality with that reality. So for example, spirituality can be belief in faith, having a certain belief, having a certain kind of an outlook, having more of a looking for the silver lining, looking for the light in the darkness sort of a thing, in order to feel better for ourselves, feel better within ourselves, so that we can manifest what we so desire. So there is a need to what we know that is possible. So what we know that is not seen, what I'm trying to say is, it's also full moon in Pisces. If you see here in this card, it says full moon in Pisces. So Pisces is a lot of feeling, it's a lot of being in your emotions and feeling what is really a sense of swimming with the flow of life. If you swim with the flow of life, life will definitely give you what you need in order to go forward. And like, if you don't believe it, like, test this out. If you go forth and say to yourself, look, I want to experience my best possible life today, set the intention and see what you experience. Have no expectations. Don't be like, oh, I don't think it's gonna work, or I think it's gonna absolutely work. But be like, okay, cool, universe, show me how beautiful my life is gonna be today. Test it out and see what you find. Okay, so in essence, what we want to do is look for the silver lining. What we want to do is see the light in the darkness. What we want to do is believe that there is the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so it's interesting, there's actually two cards stuck together. I don't know why. Oh my god, it's all stuck. This is not good. That's okay. Interesting. Step out of your comfort zone. This says North Node. It's interesting because I was really uncomfortable about tearing my cards. I think there was some kind of water stuck between these two cards, and then it kind of tore. You can see here, I was definitely not comfortable. I was like, no, not my cards. But you know what, cards that are a little bit torn still read. So if you can step out of your comfort zone, it will be helpful, because you will not expect what you need until it comes to you, and it will not be comfortable. So when you get what you need, you'll be like, oh my goodness, this is here, it is really nice. So in essence, it would be a good idea to embrace discomfort, embrace the possibilities of what you don't expect, embrace all the things that may want to give to you what you need in ways that do not fit your expectations. What's coming through. Okay, so it's a lot of surprises, a lot of a lot of soothing energy, a lot of just comfort. Don't be like it's gonna be a certain outcome. It's not gonna be that way. It's gonna be something different. And the thing is, if you set your intention to experience the best possible outcome, the easiest possible outcome, the universe is gonna serve it right up to you. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this card is facing out, so I'm just gonna pick it. I'm just gonna put these cards aside and we'll move on to the tarot after this. Interesting, a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. So very balanced, romantic. It's a vibe of something fresh, something unexpected. Something unexpected is what's coming through. This could be a romance, and this could be a new relationship that's coming through. This could be a revamp of an old relationship, even if that resonates with you. It is a vibe of something that is different, a new perspective that you have seen your relationship in that hasn't been seen before, and for better or for worse, it is something new, and this is something going to be good for you. I'm getting a vibe that is going to be more of romanticizing your life as well. So if you are feeling like, a little bit lackluster, like things are a little bit humdrums, a little bit it's not really going anywhere, something new is going to be happening, because nothing is yet set in stone. And it'll be good that when you believe in faith, have faith in what you believe in, this is what allows the universe to give to you what you need and what you want, in a way that you say to the universe that you need and you want. So with that, let us dive into the tarot to discover what else the universe has for us. Please and thank you, dear spirit, the universe. Please and thank you. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. It's it gives me vibes of a new cycle, a new era, like a new it's not really a new beginning per se, but it's a new paradigm shift. It's something different. This one card just fell down. Let's see what it is. It fell down sideways. Interesting. A Knight of Wands is blocking you. So it's a vibe of, being impulsive, maybe blocking you, maybe being impulsive, and like I'm getting a vibe of forcing things might not work in this aspect. So when you're wanting things to be happening a certain way, or grinding things out, or expecting and sort of insisting that the universe has to give it to you in a certain way, that is probably not going to help the situation, because you are blocking off all the other ways that the universe wants to give it to you, if that makes sense. So have no expectations, have no like forcing feelings, have no like insistence of a certain outcome, like Bashar says, have no insistence of any expected outcomes, and that would allow the universe to actually give you what you need and what you want in a way that the universe sees that you need and you want, and and it works for everybody around you. Okay, interesting. Some kind of secret is being revealed soon. Okay, Seven of Swords in a reverse position. So what I'm getting is that nothing is yet set in stone. So some kind of information is going to be revealed, and you'll be like, okay, I knew this was that this was something that was happening, and that is when you pivot. That is when you do 180 degrees change, and that is when you kind of catch the thing by the tail and you pin it down, if that makes sense. So I feel that something will be revealed, something you don't know, and something very fortunate that would come by you, and that would allow you to pin down the thing that you thought you couldn't pin down, and it would be a surprise, because when you step out of your comfort zone, you'll be like, oh my goodness, you didn't expect that to happen, but it did happen in that certain way, and just look forward to it. I think it's going to be very nice for you. Okay, interesting. There's some words on this Five of Wands that says, learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. And I want to say, because you can pivot, both positive and negative will serve you in all ways. So even if it's negative, you'll be like, okay, fine, what can I learn from it? How can I get better? How can I, be better than who I was before? What can I implement in my life that can help me make the best of my situation. So learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. And the thing is that I have a feeling there is a lot of fighting right at this moment, because you know the first oracle card from the Moonology Answers deck says nothing is yet set in stone. So there is a lot of fighting at the moment, okay? So whatever is going on, right? I didn't get vibes of fighting just now, but you know, this card came out 5 of Wands, and I'm like, okay, it would make sense that there is some kind of conflict, some kind of like tuffle, is that a word? Kerfuffle, some kind of push and pull, some kind of, you know, behind the scenes kind of a scuffle. Something is happening behind the scenes. And the thing is, if you learn to take life as it comes, both positive and negative, you'll be able to pivot with everything that you have. Because when you accept that negative thing, you can change it. If you refuse to acknowledge it, like if you like, oh, it's too terrible, I don't even want to look at it, you cannot change it, because you only when you accept what is can you change it. So when you accept that this negative thing or this seemingly negative thing has happened, then you are able to change it. And I think that is what the tarot is wanting to encourage you to do right now, is more of accepting what all the seemingly bad stuff that's happening is. Like, don't be trying to paint it beautiful or see through it with rose-colored glasses. Like, don't be like that for now, because if you look at it with, you know, reality, with your reality glasses on, you'll be able to change it, you'll be able to pivot, you'll be able to like, okay, how can I learn from this? How can it benefit me? How can I use it to my situation? How can I wait till it's the right time to use it in my situation, you know? So yeah, what else, universe, dear spirit, please and thank you, Hierophant. It is time to do things the right way, by the book, in the way that makes sense to a lot of people around you. You can't be like doing things off the bat, you know, on the fly, off the seat of your pants kind of thing. It's not the time to do that. It's time to do things slowly, do things right, do things by the book, do things traditionally. So take it slow, okay? Allow the universe to give you what it needs to give you, and trust that you will be able to learn from it, you will be able to take what you need from it, and you will be able to put forth your best foot when the right time comes around. Interesting. You make your own luck. Wheel of Fortune in reverse position, you make your own luck. And how are you going to do that? Well, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. Be prepared. Like, think about things in a way that is like by the book, and you know, just look at it from all angles, you know, in a way that makes sense, make logical sense. You know, don't be like heeding your intuition right now. Like, right now is not the time to heed your intuition. You know, always heed your intuition, yes, but like right now, what the tarot is saying is, you know, be logical about it. Like, be rational, go from it from all angles, and understand things from all perspectives in order for you to make the next move. Wheel of Fortune reverse. You are making your own luck at this moment, and right now it might be a good idea to curb those emotions. Like, don't be reckless in the sense that your emotions are flying off. You know what I'm just interesting, I'm drawn to the whole entire love situation. Like, if this is a love situation, the Hierophant can indicate marriage as well. So when you are prepared for a love situation to go in a certain way, you'll never know what will happen, right? You'll never know if, you know, somebody will advance the relationship to the next level. You never know if the person will propose. You'll never know if the person might suggest, hey, would you like to have a baby? That sort of thing. So, you know, right now is not the time to let your emotions run wild. Right now is more of a time to sort of understand that your emotions can be felt. They may not be needed to be expressed, if that makes sense. If it isn't the right time to express your emotions, you can feel your feelings, but you may not need to do anything about it right now. Is what's coming through from the tarot. Interesting. Yes, curb those emotions. Like, don't celebrate too soon. Don't be like, oh my goodness, you know, telling people all about what is going on in your life. This is not the time to do that right now. So right now is more of a time to sort of, you know, kind of sit on your situation and sort of analyze what you need to do next, because some stuff is going to be coming out soon. You know, you've got the Seven of Swords in reverse position. Some information is going to be coming out. You never know. And that's the thing. you're encouraged to step out of your comfort zone. So in essence, the universe is saying that you are not going to know how you're going to find out what the universe, you know, what information is going to you're going to find out. And the thing is, it's best you don't really think about how you're going to find out, because it's going to be something that you didn't expect. So I know it's a little bit, what, universe? But that's how the universe does, okay? And it's time to put down those burdens. Like, don't be stressed out. See if you can relax. See if you can listen to some music. See if you can enjoy your hobbies. You know, do some art, go for a run, that sort of thing, go for a walk. Enjoy your life. And it's time to put that burden of wanting to get the outcome that you desire to happen the way that you want it to happen. It's what's coming through. It's a lot of mental anguish that I'm seeing, that the 10 of Wands in reverse means that it's coming through for you. So it's a lot of letting go of all the fears, letting go of all the expectations, letting go of the sense of control, letting go of catastrophizing, really, because nothing is yet set in stone. You don't know. And the thing is, you never know until the information comes out for you. And then you'll be like, okay, I can make that decision. I can, you know, anticipate that outcome. I can anticipate whatever the other person is doing. And the thing is, it is time to let the new love come in, the new paradigm shift of love move through you. Because I have a feeling that you're ascending. Like, I have a feeling that my collective, you guys are, you know, expanding, you guys are awakening, you guys are increasing in awareness all the time. So let this time kind of usher you into a new way of loving, a new way of being, a new way of understanding, a new way of moving through, understanding that the universe moves with love. And because you are part of the universe, you move with love too. And the thing is, you might not feel like you are moving with love. The thing is, sometimes the universe allows us to do things that seem to be not loving, but is actually in essence out of love, if that makes sense. That's a little bit of a channel. I don't know if it will definitely help whoever it's meant to help. So don't be concerned as what's coming through, that you're doing something that seems like harsh or cruel. It's actually out of love, okay? It doesn't seem like loving from the outset, but the thing is, when you consider the whole entire picture, you will see that it is of love. Alright, what else? The universe, 2 more cards. Interesting. The Magician in the reverse position. Yes, a tricky energy, you know, like it's confirming what I just channeled. Basically, I'm getting chills. It's more of understanding that whatever you do is of love, but may not be seen as loving from people around you, and especially from the people who are receiving it from you. So it's just a confirmation that, you know, it's interesting. It's just how the universe is. We are understanding things from different perspectives. We all have different perspectives, and we're not going to understand things from, like, you know, it's not going to make sense to everybody, especially if they don't know the whole story of everything. And the thing is, sometimes when you explain stories to people, they might not get it. So it's actually not prudent to explain things to people all the time, which that's just the way it is. And it's for you to get confirmation that it is going to be a little bit interesting. It's going to seem a little bit tricky, but the thing is, you have to understand that when you come from the heart of love, when you come from the intent of love, it is going to be of love, even though it seems a bit weird from perspectives from people around you, especially from people on the receiving end of whatever you're doing. Surrender to spirit that crappy cycle is over, okay? Whatever that thing is, I think that I was talking about fighting, like 5 of Wands, like this thing is over, okay? It's time to surrender the spirit. Let yourself heave a sigh of relief. I'm getting a vibe that this is tough. This was tough, okay? There has been a lot of conflict, and it is now over. Should you choose to let it be over, because it might not be over, but the thing is, if you float above it all, you're not going to see it as conflict. You're going to see it as, okay, people are saying things because people have things to talk about, and people have things that they are upset about, and you're going to let them be upset. You're not going to fight about it. You're going to just let the divine do whatever it needs to do, and you'll be like, okay, you're gonna float on by. You're gonna be like, okay, this is fine, this is cool, you know. It's not gonna affect you because you have let go. You have allowed the people to be whatever they need to be, and you have forgiven them, okay? You are not, absolutely not going to let it affect you because you have forgiven them, is what's coming through. Okay, that was a very interesting reading. It's a bit of love, it's a bit of, you know, things ending, new beginnings, and perhaps this is a vibe of new, interesting. 10 of Pentacles, you're building a legacy. There's something going to be an outcome that you're building towards the future, and it has to do with a legacy. It has to do with, you know, intergenerational wealth. It's to do with career. It's to do with things that you're, you know, you can foreseeably, you know, teach people in the future. So it has to do with something that you can teach, something you can pass on, something you can leave a legacy for. And it has to do with this new romantic cycle, which may be to do with romanticizing your life. And that is how you can get your life to go moving forward in a blissful, in a peaceful, in a loving, in a joyous, in a very satisfactory way. Alright, interesting read. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments. And if you want to dive into a deeper revelation of how this message works for you, please contact me.